1/7 of the economy. If the government takes over health care, and then we've got cap and trade and the climate bills they're trying to pass, we're going to have the government in every aspect of our lives. We've got a government that couldn't run Social Security, they couldn't run Medicaid, they couldn't run Freddie Mac, those two entities. They can't run the post office. Everything they run straight into the ground, and we've got them now wanting to take care of all things our health care. It'll be a complete disaster, but I will about guarantee you that it's going to be passed. We talked to Virginia Fox today, and she said it was going to be passed. The fix was her exact words today on the radio. Now, when we're talking about the ancient mystery religions, we're talking about these secret societies. How many of them are there? Are there a lot of them? There's Skull and Bones, Yale University, Scroll and Key, Yale University, the Rosicrucians, the Thule Society, Ordo Templi Orientis, or the OTO, the Assassins, the Bilderberg Group. We're going to talk about that quite a bit. There's the Freemasons, there's Knight Templars, there's the Order of the Quest, there's the Ancient Order of the Rose and Cross, there's the Sovereign and Military Order of the Knights of Malta, there's the Order of St. John of Jerusalem, there's the Priory of Sion, there's the Jason Society, there's the Bohemian Grove. We're going to talk about that. The Order of the Eastern Star, the Esoteric Order of the Golden Dawn, and the Illuminati. So there's quite a few of them. When we start talking about these different societies, Scroll and Key, that is at Yale University, it was established by John Porter in 1842. William Kinsley, after disputes over elections with Skull and Bones, it's the oldest society at Yale. I don't have a picture of it with me, but it's worth a look at what their building looks like. It's just amazing. Council on Foreign Relations was created in 1921. It was founded in 1921 in New York City by Edward Medill House, Chief Advisor to President Woodrow Wilson, in league with the same stockholders as the Federal Reserve. Through its membership, meetings, and studies, it has been called the most powerful agent of the United States foreign policy outside the State Department. The CFR is a serpentine network of international revolutionaries and fascist ideologies whose goal is to end American sovereignty and bring about a global Marxist paradise. Socialism that was working for socialism as he dreamed of by Karl Marx. He told a group of conspiracy theorists which would gain control of both political parties and use them as an instrument in the creation of a socialistic world government. The founders include many of those who had been in the signing of the Treaty of Versailles after World War I, including Colonel Edward House and Walter Lippmann. The list just goes on and on who are members of the Council on Foreign Relations. Bill Clinton, Colin Powell, Robert Rubin, Madeleine Albright, Christy Todd Whitman, George Stephanopoulos, Lloyd Benson, Donna Shalala, Ron Brown. I mean, I'm just hitting a few of them. All of these people work in secret. And the Council on Foreign Relations is not like a secret society, but they're a political society that's working to facilitate a one-world government. Now, next we want to talk about the Bilderberg Group. Now, the Bilderberg Group was founded in 1954. It is the most powerful men in the world. They met for the first time under the auspices of the Dutch Royal Crown and the Rockefeller family in Hotel Bilderberg of a small Dutch town. For an entire week, they debated the future of the world. When it was over, they decided to meet once every year to exchange ideas and analyze international affairs. They named themselves the Bilderberg Group. Since then, they have gathered yearly in luxurious hotels somewhere in the world. They set policy at the Bilderberg Group. Now, last year, the Bilderberg Group, how many people here had ever heard of the Bilderberg Group? Some have. Okay, great. Last year, they met in Chantilly, Virginia. It wasn't that far away. Me and Brian went. Just amazing to see all of these limousines coming in, the police there, armed guards everywhere. They throwed everybody out of the hotel. Now, it's the Marriott in Chantilly, Virginia, so it's fancy. The people are coming out. What's happening? Why are we being thrown out? Armed guards everywhere. You've got Madeleine Albright, Ben Bernanke, Rockefeller, Queen Beatrice of the Netherlands.
Robert Gates was there, Condoleezza Rice.
So they set up a perimeter, and we're on the outside. And we see the limos and all these people coming in. And even around the area, they've got guards in the woods. But not a peep from your mainstream press. Nothing. Total media blackout. What if 100 of the NFL players tried to meet in secret? You'd have helicopters and it'd be on everywhere. 100 of the most rich and wealthy elite meet in secret, and not a peep from our media. That should tell you that something is very bad wrong in America. And to go there and see that, I'd read about it, I'd wondered about it, but to actually go and see it and see how they do it, the police were complicit in it. They set up a perimeter, and gave it. There was probably 50 of us there, maybe, protesting the Bilderberg meeting, holding up signs. And to just be there and witness it and see that all of this is true, and they do this, and that our media is complicit in it, makes you wonder, do we have any kind of a true free press in America anymore? Why is this a total media blackout, And Brian, was there anything you'd like to share with them on going to Bilderberg? Because it was an eye-opener for me.
It was for me too. I mean, it was just very enlightening to actually witness this, to be standing there. We were at the main entrance of the hotel, and just stand there and see these limousines come in, one after another. And of course, Condoleezza Rice, Robert Gates, when they arrive, it's actually quite obvious because it's not just one vehicle. It's probably, 10?
Yeah, a motorcade coming in. And we were there, this is what is this, June of last year? Okay, so it's prior to the election. Well, it just so happened that was at the exact same time that Barack Obama sent his press crew flying away without him. And him and Hillary Clinton were trying to have a secret meeting. It was all in the press. No one could find them. And they were in Washington, D.C. Well, Chantilly, Virginia is just a hop and a skip from Washington, D.C. And we saw, being there, large motorcades coming in. And we couldn't identify them. But we think, we can't prove it, this is speculation, that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton showed up to the Bilderberg meeting because they disappeared and it was on the press. We'd go to our hotel, we'd see it. They were putting it up, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton has disappeared to have a secret meeting, and they're right there in the area where the Bilderberg is meeting in secret, and they don't mention that. So it really was an eye-opener. Now, I've got a quote here from David Rockefeller, who is as deep into this as you can get. Now listen to this quote of David Rockefeller, and you can go anywhere and verify this. "We are grateful to the Washington Post, the New York Times, Time Magazine, and other great publications whose directors have attended our meetings and have respected their promises of discretion for almost 40 years. It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subjected to the light of publicity during those years. But the world is now more sophisticated and prepared to march toward a world government. The sovereignty of an intellectual elite and world bankers is surely preferable to the national auto-determination practiced in past centuries." David Rockefeller. So this is what the Bilderberg Group is all about, and it just boggled my mind to be there and see it and know that none of your press, none. There was Alex Jones, us, any other press?
Jim Tucker.
American Free Press is still a true newspaper. They were there and covered it. And we said we was going to talk just a little bit further about Skull and Bones. The origins of Skull and Bones, once known as the Brotherhood of Death, in the U.S. at Yale, when the group of men established an organization for the purpose of various things, many American and European fortunes were built by this group consolidating together. Some of the members have been George Bush, John Kerry, Nicholas Brady, William F. Buckley, President William Howard Taft, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court Morrison Wade, Henry Luce of Time Life, Harold Stanley, founder of Morgan Stanley, John Daniels, founder of Archer Daniels Midland, Henry P. Davidson, senior partner of Morgan Guaranteed Trust, Pierre J., first chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. So